Hey y'all, and welcome back to yet another episode of Money Making Honey, the podcast. It is me, the voice, Rai Broadnax. And today I'm coming to y'all live from Baltimore. I flew into Baltimore last night. I am currently on a trip, and that's pretty much just what it's going to be for the rest of the month because I have to work a lot, plus school. So yeah, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, actually. But first, I want to start the podcast off, of course, with what I'm grateful for. And I wrote in my journal today that I am grateful for naked rest. Yeah. So yeah, I got off my last flight at like midnight and got into my hotel room around, I don't know, like 12:45, got in the shower. And I just meant that when I got to my hotel room, I was going to take a shower. And I was going to moisturize and do my skincare routine and all that. But I was not putting on no clothes. And I got in the bed, honey. And I didn't have to set no alarm because I have a late start time today. Which is why I'm able to get up and vlog and stuff during the day. And yeah, I just laid in the bed, went to sleep. I didn't have to set no alarm. But I ended up waking up around like 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, I woke up before 8 o'clock. But I was like, girl, no. And I went back to sleep. And then I woke up again a little bit later, but yeah. So that's what I'm grateful for today. Like, I get good, adequate rest, but it's like I always have something to do. So, I'm in the bed. When I have school, I'm in the bed by 11 o'clock. When I go on call, I'm in the bed by 8 or 9 o'clock or whatever. So, yeah, it felt good to just be able to sleep and know, like, I'm not going to miss something if I don't set an alarm, even though I always wake up before my alarms. But it just felt good to get that rest and not have to worry about anything. So, yeah, that's what I'm grateful for. So today's podcast episode, we're going off the dome. Like, that's been the thing for the past couple of weeks because I don't have no time to sit and plan. And not only that, but I just my mind is kind of all in the same couple of places. And there's other things that are on my mind and stuff like that, but I can't necessarily talk about them on my podcast. At least not yet, maybe. But whatever. So what I'm going to talk to y'all about is a 6-month update of me being a flight attendant / living in Atlanta / balancing going to school full time. For those of you who may not know, I have been a flight attendant for 6 months now. Let me see. November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, back in April is when it hit 6 months of me like being a flight attendant. I graduated in November, but I became a flight attendant and started training in October, so that's why it's 6 months. I moved to Atlanta in November, so it's that December, January, February, March, April, May. So May 18th, 17th, 18th, it will be 6 months since I moved to Atlanta. So it's 6 months regardless. Boom. Y'all, it's been a journey and we're just gonna talk about what it's been like. So 6 months being a flight attendant. I am now in school full time. I'm in school to be a master cosmetologist and I absolutely love it. I think this is one of the best decisions I've made in a long time. I love it. As y'all do know, I was in the Army for 8 years, and I did a little deployment or whatever, so I got me some school money. So I kind of went to school. Well, my point of going to school was to make some money, pretty much. For one, to learn like a skill or whatever that I could always like monetize and always have under my belt and like be licensed to do. And not only that, but like I said, I'm in the military, or I was in the military. So when I go to school, they pay me to go to school. I need that money. With that being said, I need that money because with my job, being a flight attendant, it's not getting me the coins. I don't even feel like sitting here explaining to y'all what it's like being a reserve flight attendant as far as pay and as far as the differences in pay between mainline and regional. I do work for a regional airline, so if you're wondering what that means, just look that up. But long story short, a full schedule for me right now as a reserve flight attendant is 20 days a month. I'm on call from 04 a.m. to 1800, which is 6 p.m. 20 days out of the month. And while I'm on call, they can call me, for me to fly or whatever. And I'm going to tell you how many hours that is that you're on call. So I said 14 hours for 20 days. That's 280 hours a month. But you get paid every reserve day. You get paid for like 3.5 hours, I believe it is, that we're on call. We get paid 3.5 hours. So at the end of the month, we get paid 75 hours a month. And that's if you work the complete 20 days, 14 hours on call. If you do the math for that, y'all, that's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. 75 hours a week. 75 hours a month is not a lot of money regardless, but that's just how it is being a flight attendant, working at a regional, starting out. That's just what you have to do. And you pretty much, have to pick up trips and stuff to make more hours, but flying can take a toll on your body. Me, personally, I prefer to fly the least amount that I possibly can. So what I knew was that I was going to have to find another way to make me some money. So I decided to go to school. And it was the best decision I made. I love going to school. I actually was at school yesterday and I got called away for a trip and I was not too happy about it. But I love going to school. And now as far as living goes, I was thinking about it yesterday and I was just tripping off myself because I said anybody else would have probably already went back home. And I was thinking about it. There was a time I was going to go back home, but my aunt stopped me. I just moved the other day and to the third place since I moved to Atlanta. And in all those places I have roommates and stuff like that. I don't have my own spot. And with the prices of everything going on right now, shit is crazy out here. And it's so funny because I'm like, anybody else would have been back home, but I just be going with it. Like when I moved the other day, I literally was at school all day long and then had to drive to where I was staying before, pack my stuff up, and then drive all the way back to where I was at, to where I moved to. And by the time I got there, it was like 7 o'clock. And I needed to be in the bed by 8 because I went on call the next morning at 4. And I had school later on. So I went, unpacked my stuff, showered, packed my bags, for my flight attendant suitcase or whatever, so that I could take it with me to school in case they called me. Got up that morning, the next morning, went to school, had all my stuff packed, and they called me for a trip. And now I'm on a 3-day trip. And I'm just doing it. And that's just what it is. And between all of that, I'm also doing my YouTube thing. I decided I decided that I would do daily vlogging for at least this entire month. So I'm doing that as well. So make sure you guys are checking that out as well on YouTube, youtube.com/Rai Broadnax. And I also decided to delete my other, my main social media, so my Facebook and my Instagram. And it's just, that's kind of crazy in itself because it's like, you decided you was going to push your YouTube even more, but you delete your main social medias, that you use to promote them. But at this point in my life, I just feel like I need a break from that stuff. And I have some things I want to get together. And I truly, honestly believe in my whole heart and soul that I don't need social media to help me grow my YouTube channel. You can grow a successful YouTube channel without Instagram or Facebook. And it'll be back when I feel like it. Right now I'm thinking, I was thinking 30 days, but now it's giving like 90. But we're going to see about it. We're going to see. I'm just going and just keeping my faith and just everything with me right now is just like consistency, dedication, and gratitude. Consistency, dedication, and gratitude. Those are the 3 keys. Consistency, as in getting up every day and trying, giving my absolute best at everything, at every opportunity that I have. So getting up, going to school, paying attention, doing my classwork, making sure I know what I'm talking about, going to school, coming early so I don't, mess my hours up and making up my hours and stuff like that. With this job, going to work, doing what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. As far as dedication, getting up, even when things ain't really going my way, still getting up and doing it because You need dedication because you are not always going to be motivated. And I've said this before too. You're not going to be motivated when you broke. Well, I mean, you probably is going to be motivated when you broke. That will motivate you. But I'm just saying, like, when you down to your very last and you can't figure out how to do some, you may not feel motivated in that moment. But you have to be dedicated and keep going. Because at times you may feel like, what's the point of me even doing this? I'm not getting nowhere. Nothing is working out for me. Yada, yada, yada. When you are frustrated, you are not going to always be motivated. When things get hard, when you feel like you are doing your absolute best and it's always something. And I be feeling like that. That's how it be going down for me. You may not be motivated, but you have to be dedicated. I'm so extremely dedicated, y'all, to pushing through this time and getting to the other side. And gratitude. There is always something every day to be grateful for. There's always something to be grateful for. Even in my toughest moments and things I'm going through, I always have something to be grateful for. Like, I just had a crazy situation I'm still dealing with now. And just the support that I've gotten from other people, like my classmates, the way they support me, and my teacher, like Miss Daniels, just the support, the words of encouragement and stuff like that. I'm so grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to get up and come to school and have a positive attitude and smile and laugh and know that everything will be okay. And when I'm talking and it's not giving, I will and I am and I can. When I'm saying I might or I don't know, and this and Miss Daniels always corrects me and be like, no, you will, and it's going to be okay, yada, yada, yada. So sometimes I need those reminders, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that even though I keep having to move, I still have somewhere to lay my head. You know what I'm saying? And in every situation, well, I'm going to say every situation gets better than the last, but this situation is better than the others that I've had. So I'll say that. But I'm just grateful for everything. I'm grateful for my resiliency. I'm grateful that I get to get up every day and have another shot at life. I'm grateful for the lessons I'm learning. I'm grateful for God removing certain people from my life, even though it's like, it be some weird shit that be going on, but I'm grateful for that as well. I'm grateful that every day I got something to eat. I don't be starving. You know what I'm saying? I got shelter over my head. I got family and friends that love me and support me, and people that I don't even know that love and support me as well. There is always so very much for me to be grateful for. I truly believe in my heart of hearts that I am God's favorite. Okay, so that's that. Now, as far as my flight attendant job, today is actually Saturday, I think. Yeah, today's Saturday. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, and I've been having these certain feelings, and this just amplified it. Tomorrow, or today, I have to fly into Richmond tonight. And I get into Richmond really late. If y'all don't know, I am from Richmond, Virginia. That's where my family still is. Like, I'm from Richmond, Virginia. That's where I moved from, born and raised. I have to go to Richmond, Virginia tonight. Mind you, as long as I've been working, I have never worked a flight to Richmond. Never. But I have to go to Richmond tonight and then leave like early Sunday morning. Mind you, I just had last night I came into Baltimore late, and I didn't have to leave here. I don't have to leave here until 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. But it's Mother's Day on Sunday, and I'm right there at my mama, and I can't even spend Mother's Day with her. And somebody told me at school on Friday, because I was saying something about like I didn't want to leave school to go to work, and it was like, oh, you're a flight attendant, you live in people's dreams. And I told her, it's so funny because people keep saying that to me, and I told her, I said, you're right, I am, but I'm so tired of living other people's dreams. I want to live my own dreams. And I feel like I already paid my dues. When you go into different, I don't know what you call it, like fields of jobs and stuff like that, and you start working with a company, you got to put in this much time to get this, you get that, blah, blah, blah. I respect that. That's understandable. That's fine. But I paid my dues and did my time when I did 8 years in the Army. I missed graduations. I missed Christmases. I missed Mother's Days. I missed birthdays. And with this flight attendant job, I did the same thing this year. I missed Thanksgiving. I missed Christmas. All those things. And I don't want to do that anymore. And some people may not understand, or they feel like, oh, this is what you have to do, or because they're flight attendants or whatever. I don't think nothing's wrong with that. You're true. That's true. You do have to pay your dues, but I have already paid my dues, okay, to the earth, to the job places in general. At this time, it's time for me to be making some money and living the life that I want to live. I don't want to live other people's dreams. And to be honest, being a flight attendant was never my dream. It is something that I wanted to do and that I don't have a problem with doing. I really don't. I just know that there are other things I want out there for myself. And I don't want this one thing to consume my entire life. I don't. It's not a hard job. You know what I'm saying? The pay, like I said, it just depends on your airline and what they got going on. But the pay, and starting out, and I can't really, but yeah, as far as being in Atlanta, still have not went out and explored or anything. Cause like I said, I be too busy. Like I work, I go to school, and it's, always something going on. And that's the thing. I want to be able to go out and explore like where I'm from and, enjoy myself and have a good time. I ain't trying to be in nobody's clubs whatsoever. But I do want to get out and enjoy myself and live my life. And I do want to be traveling and stuff like that. I'm just so busy right now. I barely even have time to like sit and plan out my podcast episodes and stuff like that. But I think now that I move, maybe I have a little more balance in my life. So I don't know for the rest of my life. I don't even know what to tell y'all. I'm going to try to think of do some topics and like record them early so I can have my podcast already, ready to go. Because this episode right here, honestly, I was thinking no episode or just like don't do a visual. But here we are. Y'all got a visual. I need visuals anyway, because the point of me doing these too is so that I can see my skin's progress, which I'm not really seeing any right now. It was going good the first couple weeks, but yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, back to my update. That's pretty much it. I'm not dating anybody. That's somebody I got a crush on. But I'm not dating anybody at all. I don't go nowhere to be meeting nobody. So, what dating am I going to do? And I don't really necessarily think I want to really too much get into that anyway. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's change subject. Yeah. So, to wrap this up, the update is I'm in Atlanta. I'm working hard every day. It's not easy, but I'm making some big girl decisions and figuring out what the fuck I got going on. And I'm not coming home. And speaking of that, I put up an old vlog, and it was from like when I was planning on moving back home. Like I had interviews in Richmond and everything. And I guess people ain't watch it because it was so old. It was like from February, and it's now May. Okay? This was late April that I put it up. Like late April. I guess they ain't watch and see the date. And everybody was like, you coming back to Richmond? And the video got so many views. Baby, I'm not coming back to Richmond. Okay, I was ready to say the only way I'm coming back to Richmond is, but I ain't even gonna say that because I'm not ready to speak certain negativities onto my life. I'm not coming back, baby. I'm not coming back. I got up and I moved for a reason. I didn't just move to be a flight attendant. I used being a flight attendant to get me to Atlanta because this is where I wanted to be. I'm not in Atlanta because I wanted to be a flight attendant. I'm a flight attendant because I wanted to be in Atlanta. Okay, so it's like people be wanting to see you fail or something like that. And, well, that's true, but it don't matter to me. I'm gonna do what's best for me regardless. So if tomorrow I feel like what's best for me is move back to Richmond, I'm gonna do that. But that ain't what it's giving right now. So if that's what y'all was looking for and hoping for, it ain't happening. Okay. With that being said, I want to encourage whoever, anybody listening to this, that to shoot your shot with anything, a job, moving, new. Like you just have to be comfortable with the fact that you may fail. You may fail, and you have to learn from your failures. And this whole experience from moving to Atlanta, I've taken many L's, okay? But I've learned that, especially in this age of social media, people want to act like failure is like, it's like a horrible thing. It's not. You have to fail to learn. Like, everybody has failed at something. So don't be discouraged. Try whatever it is you want to try. And if it don't work out like you want to work it out, you want it to work out, then start over. Or if you try something you feel like you find out it's not for you, that's okay. As long as you try it, go to the next thing. Okay? Me with my businesses, like with my business, I decided to close that. But I think I'm going to still be sneaking, making waist beads anyway. But I'm going to start over and figure out what it is I want to do. And if I got to start over 10 million times, I'm going to start over 10 million times. Everybody has failed at something. Okay? Also, if you guys want advice or anything, make sure you submit for Ask Pretty Ray. The link to the submission box will be in this description, whether you're listening to me or watching me right now. It's going to be in the description, so you can just click it, or it's going to be in the bio of Money Making Honey, the podcast, Money Making Honey podcast on Instagram. So it's at Money Making Honey podcast on Instagram. Make sure you guys follow, and make sure that when you listen to this episode or whatever, you watching me on YouTube and whatever else, that you are shouting us out. Tag at Money Making Honey podcast on your story to let me know that you're listening and that you tune in. Let your friends know you tune in. Share my podcast episodes with somebody. Share it to Twitter. Share it to Facebook. Just share it on your feed. Help a sister out, okay? Also, what else I was about to say? Something about sharing. Oh, yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel so y'all can watch me if you're not watching me. And if you watch me right now and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? YouTube.com/Rai Broadnax. The link will also be in the description of this podcast episode if you are listening. All right? So, yeah, I'm about to cut this short. I think that's about it. I got stuff to do. I got to fly today. So, I just want to thank you guys again for all y'all love and support. Truly, truly, especially in this time, in this moment, like anybody that's shown me any type of love, support whatsoever. If you praying for me, you sending me kind words, sending me hot eyes, smiling at me when you see me in the street, sharing sharing my YouTube videos, sharing my podcast, watching this right now. Even if you're not subscribing, you watching this right now, you liking my videos, or you are subscribing, you just be watching and you don't never comment and stuff like that. I truly, truly appreciate you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because, everybody's, don't be commenting. You know what I'm saying? I don't comment on everything that I watch. So I don't even take it as, people trying to be funny, trying to be shady and nothing like that. I truly, truly appreciate y'all so much. It means the absolute world to me. Like, love is my love language. Support, like words of affirmation, physical touch. That's my love language. So when y'all pour into me like that, it means more to me than I can express in words. Like, I literally don't have the words for how grateful I am for any bit of love that somebody shows me, because love is free to give, but everybody ain't gonna give it to you. Okay. That being said, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode of Money Making Honey, the podcast, and I'll catch you on my next episode. Bye.